Hey, we're back. We're back again. It's been a while again. I'm sorry. I'm gonna try and be a little bit more consistent on this channel here. I always say that and then I'm not, so I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna post on this channel. It's just everything is random. Everything is random. If I decide to post, then I'll post. If not, then I won't. Like I said, I want to try to be a little bit more consistent on the channel, but there's no promises. But today we have a bit of like a bit more of a serious topic to talk about. Obviously, you could see the title. It's pretty. It's a thing that a lot of people are talking about right now because it is a huge, breaking, developing story that just happened. I'm gonna go through a little bit of the backstory, and then we're gonna talk about what actually happened and what developed today. Now, the story is about a content creator named Dr. Disrespect. Now, he is a pretty massive creator. Has like 4 million or something on YouTube. Pretty known for streaming. That's kind of his big thing. And he's known for he wears this costume when he streams. It's like he wears this wig and he has a mustache and has like these goofy glasses and like this vest. He just has this whole like costume that he puts on and kind of plays this character throughout his stream. Now, a lot of people are thinking that like maybe he isn't really playing a character. He's just kind of dressing up like. And then there's other people that are like, well, he acts kind of crazy on stream because that's the character, is to act crazy. I don't know. I hadn't really seen him. He hasn't really had many viral things, I would say. At least I haven't heard anything about him until, just recently. But this is not his first time being in some controversy. He has been pretty heavily scrutinized in the past. So, in 2017, he admitted to cheating on his wife, and I believe it was at an event. I think it might have been TwitchCon or something like that. I did not get that fact. Sorry. I did a lot of research into this topic because one thing about something as serious as this is you like to get all the facts straight as much as possible. But 2017, he admitted to cheating on his wife, made a lot of fans angry, obviously. Because especially when creators, people like look up to creators, and when they do something bad like that, it's hard to see as a fan. But I think he also brought his wife into some of his content sometimes. Again, I didn't really watch his content, so I'm not 100% sure on that. But it pissed a lot of fans off, and he came out with this apology. He came out with none of his stuff on. Usually he never streams without like his costume on or goes out in public without his Dr. Disrespect costume. He just came on in as, I think his name is Guy, and just explained the situation. But apparently they were able to mend the bridge, and they're still together. Well, I don't know how much longer after this, but at least as of now, I believe they're still together. In 2019, he was live streaming at an event that is now gone, but it was called E3. A lot of you guys might remember it's a massive gaming convention. It was like the biggest gaming convention where like all the studios, all the manufacturers, like everyone was coming and was like showing off their big games at E3. Your big announcement was like at E3. Now everyone kind of has like their own little state of play thing, whatever. But anyway, it's not about E3. But he was there. He was live streaming while he was there. The IRL live streams. I'm also thinking about making a video on those because I think IRL live streams are nothing but toxic. Again, that's another topic for another day. I'm doing a little bit of a write-up on that. Might be out soon. But doing an IRL live stream, and he brought the camera into the bathroom of the event. The bathroom, right? I mean, the bathroom. People were in there using the bathroom. So, but he not only did it once, he did it like 2 more times, and he ended up getting banned from E3, which didn't really matter because it got canceled. Like, I think they disbanded it like 2 years later anyway. And then he also was suspended from Twitch for 2 weeks. So not really that much. But when it is your main income source, imagine if you just didn't get paid for your next paycheck, you didn't get paid. I mean, it wouldn't be like the end of the world. For some people, it might, but for a lot of people, it wouldn't be the absolute end of the world. But it could hurt your financial, whatever it is, could hurt you financially. And so that's kind of it on the big controversies before this whole thing that's sort of snowballed. The next big date is 2020, March of 2020. He signed an exclusive deal with Twitch, and to only stream on their site. Now, this is kind of when Mixer started coming into the game. If you guys remember, Mixer was it was Microsoft's competitor to Twitch, and Microsoft was really into this. I mean, Mixer had its own app on like the Xbox, and I remember it like automatically got installed on like the front page of Xbox, and like it had its own tab and shit, so there was like always Mixer streams playing. And I think they had if you clicked on a game, it would like literally show you people streaming that game on Mixer. It was kind of a cool concept, but when Mixer entered the game, they started handing out these fat fucking contracts to everybody. Like, they just started throwing money at people to switch over to Mixer and just be, I'm streaming exclusively on Mixer now. I mean, a lot of streaming platforms do that now. Like Rumble has that, Kick, obviously Twitch, YouTube. Like, all these big streaming platforms are competing to get these streamers like it's an NBA contract, which is kind of cool, and it's cool for the money of the streaming world. But I mean, it's kind of tough as well, because sometimes you're like, I don't want to switch watching on whatever platform. But Mixer's big thing, and you guys probably know, their big deal was signing Ninja. They signed Ninja away from Twitch. A lot of people think that's kind of where Ninja sort of fell off a little bit, because people didn't really want to go over to whatever. That's not important. Like I said, he signed the deal in March, but then in June of that same year, June of 2020, he was randomly banned from Twitch, and no one knew why. No one. Everyone was in the dark. No one knew. Not even Dr. Disrespect himself. He didn't even know why either. And so everyone was kind of confused. Like, they just randomly banned him when they didn't say anything. So there's a clip when he gets banned. I'm going to play it right now. I have to skip towards the end because this is a long ass video. An ad. Okay, fuck this. Never mind. Okay, I'm not playing the clip because it's like lagging my whole fucking computer out and breaking my whole computer. Hope maybe I'll put it in if I forget. I'm sorry, but in the clip, basically he kind of like looks at his phone. It looks like he looks at his phone for a second, and then kind of starts saying like, "Oh, thank you guys for being such a great," like basically everyone's speculating. Again, none of this is confirmed. People are speculating that he looked down at his phone, saw that he was going to be banned for something, and then kind of signed off the stream to be like, all right, bye, everyone. It was kind of weird and random, and no one knew why. A lot of people were speculating, though, that it was because he was dishonest about the deal he got from Mixer. So basically what was happening is, like I said, Mixer was offering people deals. They were throwing deals left and right, whatever. And Twitch wanted to keep Dr. Disrespect on their platform. So they basically said, hey, what's the deal that Mixer gave you, and we'll do more. And a lot of fans are speculating that possibly he lied about, he said that Mixer offered him more, so they went higher, and then, just some sort of dishonesty, which, I mean, obviously, I don't believe that happened. I don't believe there's any factual evidence behind that. But that's kind of what fans were speculating, and they were like, maybe that's why no one's talking about it, because it was like a big financial thing. And they didn't want to really discuss that. And then in 2021, he said he found out why he was banned, and he decided to sue Twitch. Now, again, he did not say why. He didn't say why. He just said he found out, and he just was going to sue Twitch. In 2022, both sides said they had settled. Now, this was the end of the story, we thought. Dr. Disrespect said he wasn't going back to Twitch. He was going to stay on YouTube. And it was kind of like, oh, that was that. make sure all my shit's recording before I jump into the big. So everyone kind of thought that was that. Now here's the big story. Here's where shit gets kind of crazy. On Friday, a former Twitch employee, Cody Connors, put out this tweet. Now again, I'm hoping I had a redirect. I had put some links. See, I'm kind of on it today. You know, I got like links and shit. So he says he got banned because he got caught sexting a minor in the then existing Twitch Whispers product. He was trying to meet up with her at TwitchCon. The powers that could be read in plain text. Case closed, gang. Now, this is a former employee of Twitch, and he was pretty high up there. He was like, I forgot what his exact title was. I did not write that down, but it was like something to do with partnerships, and I believe it's partnerships with creators. So he probably knows a lot. Now, you may notice he didn't say it was the doc flat out. He didn't say it was Dr. Disrespect. He just said, you know, he was just banned, whatever. But a lot of people were kind of like, it's gotta be Dr. Disrespect, because everyone that's been banned on Twitch, besides Dr. Disrespect, everyone kind of knows why they were banned. It's like, you showed this, you shouldn't have. You did this, you shouldn't have. You said this, you shouldn't have. Like, everybody has like that, like, right here, that's where you fucked up. The doctor, no one knew. No one knew. So everyone was kind of like, yeah, this has to be about you. So then Dr. Disrespect made a post on Twitter, kind of responding to all these. This was on Saturday. Makes a response to a lot of this stuff and says, listen, I'm obviously tied to legal obligations from the settlement with Twitch, but I just need to say what I can say since this is the fucking internet. I didn't do anything wrong. All this has been probed and settled. Nothing illegal. No wrongdoing was found. And I was paid. And then he put Elden Ring Monday, because he was going to stream again. You know, and a lot of people were kind of saying, like, no wrongdoings kind of felt a little weird. You know, kind of felt a little weird to say. And I don't know. A lot of people were kind of just speculating on that. Again, at this point, we're all kind of like, I don't know. Did he do, like, and again, the part that's crazy is that they had settled in court already. So there's a lot of things that he probably cannot say because of the fact that he settled, and it's probably in the settlement that he cannot discuss this case further. He cannot come after Twitch. Twitch cannot come after him. These are probably some things that happened in the settlement. I don't believe the settlement is public knowledge. Maybe it will be after this. I don't know. But then Dr. Disrespect goes on stream on Monday and says this. And shout out to an ad. You gotta be fucking joking me. Dude, it just does not succeed. Get it. Okay, hopefully I play the ad. Or hopefully I play the video some other way. But shout out to Streamer TV for this, by the way.
Dr. Disrespect says that he won't elaborate further on the allegations.
For those that are looking for me to expand on this weekend, not gonna. I already said what I needed to say. I don't give a about this guy. That's it. So I do appreciate the donations. I do appreciate the messages. But I like to put it in fifth gear right off the rip. I like to get right into it.
Okay. So basically, he didn't really say much of anything. Just basically said, before he started his normal live stream, just kind of was like, all right, I'm not talking about it at all. I'm not going to say anything else. I've said all I needed to say. So, okay. You know, and again, this is all, everyone's kind of like, all right, I guess that's fine. He doesn't want to speak on it. Maybe he can't speak on it. We don't know. No problem. He ends his stream, basically in the stream. And the end of the stream says he's burnt out and he's going to take a break from streaming. I don't know how his schedule was looking. I don't know how often he streams, but he he doesn't stream on the weekends, I don't think. So like he came back Monday and then was like, all of a sudden he said he was burnt out, which totally makes sense due to the fact that there is, you know, thousands and thousands of people attacking you for something that they don't even know is 100% true at this point. No one knows the truth. Everyone's kind of just speculating that, you know, maybe he did do this, maybe he didn't. So it's gotta. I mean, I would assume it does drain on you mentally to have constant attacks from people, calling you, the P word constantly, even though there at this point is nothing going on. There's no evidence towards anything. Later that day, it was announced that he was dropped from Midnight Society, which is a game studio that he co-founded. And actually, back in his live stream, there's a little clip where like his mood sort of changes, and this might be where it kind of evolves into. He says he's burnt out. He kind of looks at his phone for a quick second, and then looks back up, and it looks like his mood sort of changed. And I'm thinking he got a text or got some sort of message about that they were going to drop him from the company. And so that's why his mood changed, and that's why it ultimately went to that he was burnt out or whatever. That was one of the big things that people were kind of like, okay, hold up. A company that you co-founded, I feel like they would have to have a lot of evidence before just dropping you, right? Like before just being like, yeah, you helped co-found this business, but we're going to drop you even though this is all just speculation. So that's kind of where everyone was kind of too like, hey, hold on a second, what's going on here? And so that's why a lot of people were. That's where the story was before today, and a lot of people were like, I don't know, it's a little fishy that he got dropped from his own company. Brands are very quick to pull out from creators if they have any sort of controversy along these lines, even if before they find out it's true. I believe he was working with Turtle Beach. They pulled out of a deal with him. So a lot of people, I know, like big brands are quick to pull out of people that have any sort of controversy because they're like, we don't want to deal with that, which is understandable. Even if the information isn't true, sometimes these guys are just like, we got to be quick to pull out of here because then if it is true, we're lumped in with this guy. And so a lot of people do that. Now, today, Dr. Disrespect releases a full statement on Twitter. And I'm going to read it. I'm going to read it word for word because it's pretty damning. I don't even need my headphones. So he starts. The Twitch ban. Hello, I'd like to make a quick statement. Let's cut all the fucking bullshit. As you know, there's no filter with me. I've always been upfront and real with you guys on anything that I can be upfront about. And I'm always willing to accept responsibility, which is why I'm here now. First and foremost, I do want to apologize to everyone in my community, as well as those close to me, my team, and everyone at Midnight Society Game Studio. A lot of people have been left in the dark about what happened. Yesterday with Midnight Society and we made the painful decision collectively to have me step down. Our team is full of incredibly talented and good people. I'm just going to skip some of this. But anyway, everyone has been wanting to know why I was banned for Twitch. But for reasons outside of my control, I was not allowed to say anything for the last several years. Now the two former Twitch employees have publicly disclosed the accusations. I can now tell you my side of the story regarding the ban. Now he says, was the Twitch whisper message with an individual minor back in 2017? Or were there? The answer is yes. Were there real intentions behind those messages? The answer is absolutely not. Now, before I continue, I want to say that doesn't mean shit. I'm sorry, but that doesn't mean shit. You can't say I was messaging this person, but the actual intentions behind my words were not there. It's like, we don't fucking believe you, buddy. Because that's what they all like. I've been watching a lot of these I don't know if you guys ever watched the channel Skeeter Gene. I really love his videos. I would check him out if you guys haven't already. He does like some of like the Chris Hansen style predator catchers. And these guys, these like Predator whatever, they always say the same fucking thing every single time. It's always, well, I didn't actually mean those things that I said. I didn't mean that I was going to come over here and do these things to this young person, wherever, boy or girl, whatever. I didn't mean it actually. I was just talking. So it's like, it doesn't matter what if you say, oh, I didn't mean it. You said it. You said it. And I really do. I hope the messages we get released to the public because I would like to see what he actually said. But he said these were casual mutual conversations that sometimes leaned too much in the direction of being inappropriate, but nothing more. Nothing illegal happened, no pictures were shared, no crimes were committed. I never even met the individual. I went through a lengthy Arabic. I don't know what this is. Arbitrate. I don't know that word. I'm gonna be honest. Regarding a civil dispute with Twitch, and the case was resolved by settlement. Let me be clear. It was not a criminal case against me, and no criminal charges have ever been brought against me. Now, from a moral standpoint, I absolutely take responsibility. I should have never entertained these conversations to begin with. That's on me. That's on me, an adult, a husband and father. It should have never happened. I get it. I'm not perfect, and I'll fucking own my shit. This was stupid. Now there's more, and I'm gonna read them. I'm gonna read some more, but I think that's what makes me the most sad too. Is like, first of all, we don't know. We also don't know if this individual was a boy or a girl. We don't know that. We don't know how old they actually were, but he said minor, so that doesn't really matter. To be honest with you, it doesn't matter. They were minor. Doesn't matter. That part does not matter. Like, they could have been 17, 16, whatever. Boy or girl, also, I would say it matters based on intentions, because I believe that Dr. Disrespect is a straight man. I could be wrong on that. He's married to a woman. So I believe he is a straight man. So if he was talking kind of inappropriately to a girl, it might be a little different than a boy. I don't know. So that's a big factor in it. But either way, it doesn't matter. Speaking inappropriately to a child is never okay. It doesn't matter what situation is. I had people saying that, like, oh, we have to see the full chat log. No, we do not. If you admit that you were talking very inappropriately to a child, I feel like it's just case closed. Like, I don't know why there's so much like weird speculation online about it. It's kind of weird to me. But also the fact that he's not only still married to his wife, so has his wife to worry about, but also he said father, meaning you have kids probably around the age of this person that you're speaking to. He's in his 40s now. So if this happened I don't know when, I think this thing, I think it happened in 2017, I think is what they were saying. That means he was in his late 30s when this happened. Meaning these people that he was talking to were probably around his kid's age. I don't know how old his kids are. Nor do I want to find out or bring anything up about them, because it's not their story. It has nothing to do with them. So I'm not even going to say anything about that. But now, let me finish more of this. And he says this was stupid. It's just kind of like, yeah, you can fucking say that again. He says, now, with all that being said, don't get it fucking mistaken. I've seen all of the remarks and labels being thrown around so loosely. Social media is a destruction zone. I'm no fucking predator or pedophile. Are you kidding me? Anyone who truly knows me fucking knows where I stand on those things, and those type of people, fuck that. That's a different level of disgust, and I fucking hate even hearing about. Don't label me as the worst of your exaggerations. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. But I think I've said what I needed to say regarding the ban itself. That's it. That's why Twitch made the decision in 2020. To my team, my industry friends, blah, 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 blah. I have the fucking best community, blah, 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 blah. But trust me when I say this to all my haters that live and breathe social media with zero life experience. I don't give a fuck about you. Finally, if you're uncomfortable with the entire statement, think I'm a piece of shit, that's fine. But I'm not fucking going anywhere. Well, I'm not the same guy that made this mistake all those years ago. I'm taking an extended vacation with my family, as mentioned on stream, and I'm coming back with a heavy weight off my shoulders. They want me to disappear. Yeah, fucking right. Now, it's really tough. And the fact that he says, I'm not going anywhere, I don't know about that, buddy. I feel he streams on YouTube. I feel like YouTube's not going to fuck with that. I really don't think they will. I mean, maybe you can go to like Mixer or not Mixer. Yeah, Mixer. Maybe you can go to Mixer. Maybe you can go to Rumble or Kick, because they don't seem to care about fucking anything over there on Rumble or Kick. But even like, I don't know. Now, in any sense of the word, this is bad. It's very bad. There's a difference between talking to your fans and sending inappropriate things with fans. Because if you don't know that, it's just, there's this weird dynamic, right? I have fans that are all different ages. I don't know everyone's age. But, like, if someone DMs me on Instagram or whatever, I'm not talking to people through, like, I'm not having lengthy conversations with people that I don't know. I'm just not. Especially if I was in a relationship. But let's just say, like, a fan who's a girl reaches out to me and blah, 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 blah. There's no way I would ever turn anything inappropriate until, like, never. Because that shit is just never okay. But the fact that Dr. Disrespect did this, and basically kind of, he takes the accountability, but then kind of is like almost mocking people for being upset. Like, people are upset. People are mad. And his first thing is to be like, oh, really? You're mad at me for being like this? And it's like, yeah, man. Yeah, people are upset. People are upset that you did this but hid it from everyone for all these years. And I get you're probably doing, doing some sort of cover-up. I don't know if it was intentional or if it was just because you had to. But people are going to be pissed. It's just what it's going to be. But the fact, I understand you might not consider yourself like a predator, whatever it is. Predator, P-wordist, whatever. But unfortunately, you're kind of behaving like one. Messaging inappropriately to underage people, but then saying like, well, I didn't actually mean what I said. How am I supposed to believe you now? How are we supposed to believe you? And what did the guy say, right? What did the Twitch employee said? He said, and you tried to meet up with her at TwitchCon or whatever the hell, or tried to meet up with this person at TwitchCon. And you never mentioned that in your statement, right? Never mentioned that in his statement at all. But also, earlier in the day, you said, oh, no, I didn't do anything wrong. So now how are we supposed to believe you now? Now all of a sudden you did do something wrong. But wait, I thought 2 days ago you didn't do anything wrong. But now today you come back, oh yeah, I did. I was wrong for that. I was wrong. So now how are we supposed to believe you didn't do that other thing that you got accused of? How are we supposed to believe that? When you just lied. You lied straight to everyone's face. So we're just supposed to believe you all of a sudden? I don't know. I don't fuck with it. And I personally do not believe that he deserves a platform anymore. I don't believe it. I think his platform should be taken away. I do. And you could say like, oh, he made a mistake. He was a 35-year-old man talking to someone who was, even if he thought they were over 18, he was a 35-year-old man talking to like a 19-year, like whatever. Never okay. A married man at that. Like having conversations with someone who was underage. It doesn't matter. Having conversations with people that you don't know that are just talking to you on the Twitch Whispers app or whatever the fuck it's called. I don't care. A lot of influencers coming after him. Mighty Keith, I'm not really sure who this is, but Dr. Disrespect confirmed he was texting a minor in 2017 that learned inappropriately but was not done anything illegal. As a 38-year-old man, there should not be no conversation with a minor that should even get to that point. Very disappointed in him. And then, not even going to lie, this guy says, I found the doc very entertaining and have for so many years, never watched his stuff habitually, but I'd peek in time to time. This just puts a sour taste in my mouth. What's even worse is he lied to everyone, told everyone he had no idea why he was banned, and Twitch would never tell him why, but he knew the whole time. That is part of it too. He tried to make Twitch be the villain the whole entire time. The whole entire time he was having these whole battles with Twitch, he tried to make them look like the villain, and people were attacking Twitch, being like, oh, they just banned him because of blah, 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 blah. All these different things. They're salty because he had to deal with whatever. All these things. People were attacking Twitch constantly because they thought that this was some bullshit-ass ban. And he didn't say anything then. And again, it's probably legally he couldn't, but like, I mean, you could have been like, or what? I don't know. It just feels wrong to be like, I have no idea what's going on, when you did. You 1000% did. Valkyrie says Dr. Disgusting. Jacksepticeye also says fucking disgusting. One of the guys I wanted to look at was Tim the Tatman, had a response video, which I thought was really interesting because Tim the Tatman, I think he was pretty good friends with Dr. Disrespect. They played together a lot on different games and shit. So this was his response. So let's hear what he has to say.
Wow, this is absolutely insane, bro. Everything I'm seeing. I have known Doc for a while now. We've played games for years. And seeing everything that is spiraling right now is a very difficult thing for me personally. And I'm sure for a lot of y'all out there. I think for me, I know a lot of you are asking, Tim, what are you feeling? Tim, what are you feeling? My bottom line, I think, is if what he is saying, where he said that he was messaging a minor and it would sometimes lead to teeter on inappropriate, if he knew that was a minor and those were the messages being sent, I cannot support that. I can't. I appreciate y'all. This is beating me up, but this is unfortunate to say the least. This is awful. So appreciate you guys. Thank you for the love you give, and I'll see y'all soon.
Now, I think I understand Tim Tatman's response. You know, he being someone who's a friend of Dr. Disrespect, it's hard to see. I would assume it's so hard to see like your friend having something like this. So he's kind of playing the teeter-totter game, like if it was, and I get it, I understand. But a lot of the thing too, in which this is what I said in a Twitter response too, because someone responded to me and said like, well, we don't know if he knew that they were this age. And that's true, right? Maybe they didn't. Maybe Dr. Disrespect didn't know. However, first of all, talking inappropriately to fans, weird behavior. It's weird behavior. But not only that, I feel like if you said that right off the jump, now obviously people are gonna take that and be like, well, did you look at their blah blah blah? People are gonna respond to that. But if you said that in your statement, it would have made it a lot more clear, and it would have made a lot more people kind of teeter-totter a little bit on if something was going on. If you would have said, I was talking to this person, I wasn't aware of their age at the time, that would have changed everything. But he didn't say that. He didn't say that. He never said, I wasn't aware of their age. Never once in the statement. He makes this whole big-ass fucking Twitter statement. You would think if you actually have some sort of evidence to be like, maybe I'm not as creepy and gross as people want to say, maybe you'd want to put that in. However, it didn't. So that's what makes me believe that he knew. And if that is the case, if he did know that this person was a minor and he was talking to them inappropriately, I think he deserves to be banned off the internet. Banned everywhere. And I'm not someone who is always like deplatform this person. Those are the kind of people that need to be deplatformed. Just like the fucking EDPs of the world. Like, someone made a fucking edit. It was a very funny edit. It was Dr. Disrespect over his gear over the EDP picture where he's trying to like fist bump people after he got caught. But those people don't deserve a platform. And you can say, well, you made a mistake. It doesn't matter. He was a 38-year-old man at the time. Ain't no mistake. Ain't no mistakes you make at that age. Like this. I give people a pass when they're like 19. They're 19, 20, 21, super young, just got the fame. When someone is a full grown-ass man, been a grown-ass man for a long time, you don't get that same charity from me. Because it's the same shit that, like, if I did something like that, I wouldn't expect anyone to have that same sort of charity for me. I would want everyone to throw the fucking book at me. But I wouldn't do that, right? Because I'm not a fucking gross piece of shit. So I wouldn't expect anyone to, because I'm at my age of 25, I've learned enough, I've grown enough, where unless I just hit like this super fame wave overnight, and I did some goofy things. But this is not just a goofy thing. This is sick. And I'm glad that everyone is calling him out about it. I'm glad. And I hope he says he'll be back. And like, oh, they want me to be banned, but fuck that. I hope they do ban him. I hope YouTube bans him. I hope that YouTube takes down his channel. I don't think someone like that deserves a platform to be able to talk to anybody. I don't believe it. So... But anyway, if you guys did like the video, please leave a like, please subscribe. I'm trying to do more videos like this, more write-up based, more like research into them, finding clips. I'm sorry some of the clips didn't work out. Next time I'm going to download all the clips so that I can play them at the appropriate times. Like I said, I think my next write-up I'm working on is Kick IRL community, because it's very toxic and weird. But so that's my next topic. But I just had to get this one out because this was a pretty breaking story. If something kind of pops off within the next few hours before I'm finished editing, then I will make another statement or something. I don't know. Or if I already finished the video and something pops off, maybe I'll leave it in the comments. Or if something major, if like a crazy thing comes up, then I will make another video. But let me know what you guys think down below. I understand you can be a fan of someone. You can be a fan of Dr. Disrespect, but you still have to admit when he's wrong. And this time he is wrong. No matter which way you spin it, he's wrong. He's wrong. You can be a fan of him all you want, but he's wrong. So, all right, thank y'all. Love y'all. And until next time, it's your boy, King Boys Productions.